Ni dia dah kata live lah. Oh, ada lah ni.
Tak. Share yang link tu boleh tak?
No. Share sendiri. Shares. Macam nak bagi link, aku tak nak bagi link macam mana?
Bagi suara je lah, tak ada gambar.
Aku dah pasti ada suara ke tak.
Nak tanya lah macam mana.
Sebab dia tak ada ni lah. Dia pakai mic ni je.
Kamera?
Kamera mana ada?
Ada suara semata?
Ni, device. View kalau dia buka presentation, ada presentation tak?
Ada?
Dia buka presentation dengan suara dia lah. Habis takkan nak presentation suara dia, buka dia aircon lagi. Saya nak bagi link. Share. Kena share WhatsApp. Siapa nama? Cikgu Ain.
Macam mana kau video kau ni?
Cuba try. Nampak skrin laptop ni. Cepat nak try. Cuba buka audio.
Audio?
Tahu aku cakap kalau audio dia pakai mic ni, aku tak tahu dia dengar ke tak. Okey, ada tu. Ada kan? Kalau guna benda ni dengar. Nanti dia dengar banyak dengung ni, aku cakap banyak dengung ni.
Tak apa.
Bukan. Try lah.
Ya.
Nak, kalau aku cakap pakai benda ni dengar tak?
Dengar.
Kejap dah, sabar. Hello. Dengar tak?
Dia macam lag.
Lag mana? Delay tu.
Ya.
Panik kali.
Boleh. Tak apalah, kita tunggu je lah. Even I was told engineering hari ni ada ibadah camp. So that's why. So few people wanted to come.
Yes.
When they say we have a ibadah camp, how doctor dia minta tukar dulu. Then says we already fixed it.
Yeah, and then because you are not going to be here.
Yeah, I'll be leaving on the 15th.
Oh, 50.
I stay here, but you won't be.
Tapi
Yes,
I tak apa. Macam let's say for us it's okay to cheat kan that doesn't.
Oh,
But let's say you know tak ada we are okay.
Apa dah saya kalau perlu lain kali I will do
Kan,
another talk.
let's say you can have a formal discussion with them as engineer.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen. Before we start our session today, let's recite Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. I would like to wish a very warm welcome to everyone here, especially my directors here, Prof. Ratnawati, and also our speaker, Dr. Hassan, and all the researchers. Without further ado, I would like to invite Prof. Ratna to give her welcoming remarks.
Thank you, Ain, and thank you very much to all my colleagues for coming. Actually, I didn't expect to give welcoming remarks, but I do wish to welcome Dr. Hassan. I think many of you know that Dr. Hassan was once with the RMC, and we really appreciated his contribution here while he was here. Professor Hassan Ghani actually is here to share with us. So congratulations on that, Prof. To share with us grant opportunities or research opportunities, collaboration opportunities with Qatar. This is something I think that's very important for us to know, because now it's about working collaboratively. We don't want to be working alone, working in silos. And why do we want to work collaboratively? That's because when we work collaboratively, the impact is expected to be much higher. So, as we all know, there are many opportunities for working collaboratively with Qatar, among which are possible research grants that we can apply for. So without further ado, I'd like to invite our Professor, Dr. Hassan, to share with us. Right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Prof. Ratna, our Director of RMC, and all these researchers. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's a real pleasure today for me to come again after almost 10 months away from IIUM, come back and to share the research opportunities in Qatar. Now, I have in this year, I've applied 2 research grants. So from that, I've accumulated some experience, which I feel like IIUM staff can really benefit out of it. So this presentation was prepared almost last minute, as usual. It was prepared last night, tried to put things together and then filter it according to what will be required by IIUM. And this is a research collaboration opportunities between Qatar, Malaysia, IHS. I put it in general because I may also go to another place to share the same experience. I'm Hassan as a Prof welcomed, and I'm really delighted to be here. And thanks to Prof Ratna for the invitation. A little bit about the university. The Qatar University is located very close to Doha. This is a beautiful campus, the aerial view, and this is during this time. Don't get surprised, we have trees and flowers in desert, so we have that a lot. Its vision to be regionally recognized for distinctive excellence in education and research, an institution of choice for students and scholars, and a catalyst for sustainable socio-economic development of Qatar. A short background to QU is it was established in 1977, almost 7 years before IIUM, and we have around 20,000 students, and it has 9 colleges. So it basically covers all the kulliyas that we have here as well. So which means almost all the staff members can collaborate with them. In terms of ranking, I'm not sure if you would like to hear, it was founded 81 before in 2016. Now this year 2020 is at 276, our ranking. Okay, the overview of my presentation today, I'll be talking about higher learning institutes in Qatar, the Qatar National Research Priorities, the pillars, research grants at the national and university level, NPRP grants, some details about the grant, and what should you do? What should you do? And a sample of my NPRP that I have applied, still waiting for the result. International Research Collaboration Co-Fund, IRCC, and finally references. Now, the main higher learning institutes in Qatar is Katara University. This is a main one, and the first public university and the only public university in Qatar. So here I took engineering focus, which is my related, and unfortunately today my kuliah is having ibadat camp. So today starting, so they could not make it today. And the second very important university is HBKU, Hamad bin Khalifa University. This is a private university but has huge funding. In fact, they are priority, what I can see, besides in engineering, they invest a lot on Islamic studies. I have met around 3 to 4 of our own IIUM undergraduate students completed degree here from Kuliah of IRK. They continue masters over there. Fully sponsored master. Fully sponsored. They say, oh, Dr. Hassan, we are getting grant this much. You are really getting that much? Yes. Okay, good. So it's a fully funded. And of course, happy to see them over there. And besides that, there are about 15 foreign universities in Qatar, like Texas A&M, Georgetown, Carnegie Mellon, UCL, and German Institute. So basically, we can collaborate with any one of these universities because the grant is given by the Qatar Foundation, and these are all members of Qatar Foundation. So if you cannot find your suitable researcher from QU, you can also go to HBKU or the other universities around here. Now, this is quite important because whatever research grant we apply, it must fall into these 4 pillars. So they have 4 important pillars: energy and environmental pillars, biomedical and health pillar, computer science ICT pillar, social science, arts and humanity pillars. Now, as long as your research fall into this category, you can easily do collaboration. So, and if we look at this energy and environment pillars, it covers almost everything inside that energy category, like advanced materials, cooling, energy efficiency, oil and gas, water, and in terms of the environment, the built environment, natural environment. Now ICT, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, health tech, high performance cloud computing, and so many inside. So if you look at these pillars, somehow you will find yourself inside them. Right? So somehow you will fit it inside. So now, why I show this at the beginning of the presentation, so that you have to align yourself with these pillars if you want to collaborate with any of the Qatar universities or any of the Qatar staff. Now, the research grants in Qatar, I divided into 2. I only took what is important one. One is the national level, got 2. The first one is called NPRP. Now, NPRP is a National Priorities Research Program. These grants are given to these pillars. So it's all fall under these pillars. So you can only apply grant under these pillars. So like NPRP, interestingly here, they have 2 basically. One is the standard, NPRP standard, another one is NPRP cluster, very specialized one. For the standard, they give up to $700,000 US dollar, up to maximum of 4 years. And for the clusters, NPRPC, this is a specific one, they give up to 5 million over 5 years. And the second one, which is also under, we call it as a TGRP, but this is a very specialized, where the Qatar government has collaboration with selected organizations. So the staff members from Katara University staff, they can apply, they can collaborate with these pre-selected organizations to apply for these grants. So that's why I put here maybe MOHI or MOE can try this. Like maybe our big organization from Malaysia can talk to Katara Foundation to establish these specific grants. In Malaysia, like in the field of engineering, we can collaborate with the STRIDE, like Islamic studies, maybe Tabung Haji. These are the specific grants only with those organizations. So like us, we focus more on the NPRP side. Now, when it comes to the grant provided by Katara University itself, there are a few. The first one is a high impact grants, which lasts from 1 to 2 years. They give up to 300,000 per year. It's a very competitive one. And the second one is a collaborative grant, 1 to 2 years as well. They give up to 150,000 per year. And the third one is IRCC. They give up to 80,000 per year. But this must be matched by the co-funding. This is a kind of a matching grant. Now, I will be focusing on the first one here, NPRP standard, as well as the IRCC. Because most of the other grants, like here, is to be used in Qatar itself. We cannot take the money out of Qatar. Like the first one allows the money to be taken out of Qatar, which is of our interest, of course. And similarly for this IRCC. Now, let's see the timeline if any of you are interested to apply. The timeline, this is for this year. They start submission from January to April. And then after the April, June will be internal review and then submitted to the external review. And the announcement will be made in October. So I have applied one with collaboration with the UK as well as IIUM, waiting for the answer, of course. And for the cluster NPRPC, it starts from the May onward. So this timeline more or less the same every year. So if you decided to work with any of the researcher in Qatar, so you have to plan accordingly. And most of the time for this NPRP, they start 6 months in advance. They start probably for the next year's cycle, they start this year. Now, in terms of the eligibility, the principal researcher, we call it as a lead PI, lead principal investigator. Others are called principal investigators. The lead PI must be from any of the institution in Qatar. You know the list of the universities I gave just now, from QU, HPKU, or the other 40 universities. If they register under the Katara Foundation, they can participate. So the lead must be from there. Others can be outside Qatar, and of course the lead must hold PhD, and they must have at least 5 peer review publications. Now these are all minimum. So these are minimum one. Now the PI can be from anywhere inside Qatar or outside Qatar. So this is where IIUM can come in, and of course this PI from outside the country must have at least a degree onward. The masters onward. They must have a master's onward. So if we have our staff who has only masters, they can also take part here. Now, in terms of grant size, if you apply for the one year grant, you can go up to maximum 200,000. This is USD, and they give in terms of USD. If it's a 2 years project, up to 400,000. 3 years up to 600,000. 4 years up to 700,000. But annually, you cannot spend more than 250,000. So this is that. But most of the time we apply for 3 years grant for the simple reason all the staff there is given 3 years contract. So since our contract period is 3 years, we say let's finish it within the given period. So in terms of the budget component, I think more or less the same like what we have here. But the important part is here. The collaborators from outside can have a maximum of 35% of the total annual budget. and they contribute maximum 50%. That means their effort cannot be more than the lead PI's effort. So QU staff or the staff from Qatar, their contribution must be more than 50%. Now this is a big sum. So let's assume if someone apply for 3 years grant up to maximum of 600,000, so 35% come to $210,000, which means 860,000 ringgit to be transferred to IIUM. I put IIUM here because hoping that we can get some. This is big money, right? I think if you can get one of these, probably you can retire already. Right? So, and in terms of a co-funding, now we have a collaborators and co-funders. Now co-funders is where we work with some industries or some research institutes. Now co-funders, they can give in terms of cash or in kind. In kind, I think most of you know, let's say you are working with the company is not giving you cash, but they give you access to their equipments or their facilities, and they can have a price for it. And that is considered as an in-kind commitment. And we get this a lot. In fact, when I applied this time, one of my contacted Qatar Rail, and the Qatar Rail gave co-funding letters, which come to around $45,000, but not in cash, but is in the form of accessing to their equipment, their facilities, and the consultation from their engineers as well. So if let's say you are applying something on the Islamic financing or Islamic related matters, we can have a co-funders from Tabung Haji, from Jakim, like that. So their supporting letter will carry weight. Okay, now what should I do now? Okay, this is my suggestion to the researchers. First, find yourself or find your research into one of the 4 pillars. Okay, align yourself. Now, the next thing is you register at Q grant. Q grant is like a my grant. So if I'm not sure if I have access to internet here. Yeah, this is the part. I cannot remember my ID. My laptop, it has a autofill, so I could directly access. Now here you can create a new account. Now by creating a new account, what happens is that your name will be there, depending, and will be categorized based on your specialization. If any other researcher looking for a collaborator, then your name will appear from the same field. Like for me, when I log in, I can see that a vibration, material, engineering related, all the staff members, some from India, some from Qatar, some from Australia, all the names will be there. So that gives you the window already. So they know you. So they will contact you and can start from there. So this is a Q fund. In fact, my collaborator here from KOE have to register inside. So only those who are registered at the Q grant site can participate in as a co-researcher or as a PI. Now, next is to approach lead PI at Katara University or other participating university to apply for the NPRP grant. Now here, I think we have to take a proactive step. We, Katara University staff, we always receive emails from Australia, from UK, because they want the money there. I mean, they want to do research, of course, and the money is the attracting factor, right? So they want to get the money, they contact us. In fact, I also know that one of our colleagues was contacted by someone from outside, also his friend, former friend. They were ready to prepare the entire proposal. They said, we prepare everything for you. We give it to you, you just apply on our behalf. See, so I think we can do the similar step. So we contact staff members from a similar area and establish a relationship with them, and for the chances to be a collaborator with them. Next is this is my suggestion, start working from October this year for the next year cycle. So this preparation really takes, is quite tedious. I mean, for us, we were a team of 4, we spent almost 1 month, day and night. Just think about it. You just think and work along this, work to complete the exam, because they give you Excel template. You change here that runs, change here this runs. So you got to make sure that a percentage of allocation must be there, and the time also, how many days we spend. So as a lead PI, we got to spend that much. And then as a PI, they have their daily rate. So we got to put the daily rate. So we change their date, their contribution in terms of number of days, and the amount changes. When the amount changes, it affects the total percentage allocation. So it's quite tedious. So you should start as early as October, November, December, and the January onward you can start applying for it. And the others, please check the references that I give you at the end of this slide. Okay, so I think this is a sample of my own application. Maybe I can just open it up for a while. Yeah. So basically here, this is just my area, new submission, and then we have our collaborator from Qatar, from UK, as well as from IIUM. And the total amount we apply was 595. Of course, you go for maximum. This is similar to FIGS. You ask for maximum, they give you the sum. So we go for the maximum and hope to get as much as possible. We are also collaborating with this Qatar rate. I will skip all these things. Just go to the part contribution part. Yeah, this is what they are looking for. So this is actually a work package. So you can discuss with your collaborator there to divide the work package. Okay, you will do this work, I will do this work, you will do this work. So all the contributors, they must have the work package. So inside this work package here, we will specify like this AM is Asa Mutale, Mama Hussein, all these are the names, and we say, okay, for the first work package, I contribute 754 days. And then IIUM probably 15 days, and this is a research assistant, master students or PhD. So we divide it like this. And then we have the second work package. All the collaborators must have their own work package. Otherwise, their presence there will be redundant. And then finally, we will send this for this application. Of course, a standard form like the FRGS, you have the timeline, how this contribute to this Qatar development, and the other contributes. Then we also have like a letter from PI. This is quite critical. The research RMC must provide. I think Prof. Rana, my staff contacted Prof. Rana late. So I saw your letter with this stamp, but we could not give it during the due date time. So they accepted from the Kulia, but when they give the grant, they must get the letter from RMC. So RMC letter is the compulsory. And then finally, we will also get the letter from the Qatar rate. Just to show you this example, here they have this is a co-funding. They just give the description. What do they provide? And that is equivalent to $45,000 US. So it comes. So this type of grant, they look at the collaborators outside the country, and also some from the industry as well. So like let's say you apply with this Katara University. If we have a co-funder from Malaysia, maybe industry, Tabung Haji or Jakim, this will really carry huge weight. Now, next is the IRCC. This is International Research Collaboration Co-Fund. IRCC brings together QU and international researchers and innovators to collaborate on topics mutual interest and develop high quality, high impact research partnership. And they give a maximum of 80,000 per year, and up to 160,000, and then it must be matched by the co-funding. Now, here if let's say a collaborator from IIUM working with this QU, IIUM must have the similar funding. Let's say 100,000 here, 100,000 there. But this 100,000 can be in kind also. So that means the IIUM, maybe RMC, do not have to come up with this cash, but ask the researcher to formulate it such a way that the contribution from IIUM has the similar amount there. So that can help. Again, this has to be aligned with the 4 pillars. So these 4 pillars must be imaged in your brain. So it has to work along that area. Okay. Now I have a Sultan Qaboos University. This is basically contacted by Sultan Qaboos University, where they have already had a word with the QU, and they have a special grant like this under IRCC. So they approve on their side, and then they will ask QU to give the similar amount. So in fact, when Tan Sri Zul came, I also proposed to Tan Sri for possible something like this between IIUM and QU. So they have a special form, SQU QU collaboration. Right? So that means this is already dedicated. Otherwise, it will be random. Random staff member from QU can collaborate with the anyone. But if we have some kind of agreement with QU, and in fact our relationship with QU is very good. When recently Tan Sri came and delivered his talk during the sustainability development, they were very impressed, especially on the rankings part. So they have a good, we have a good reputation over there. If we approach them with this kind of a proposal, I'm pretty sure they will welcome us. Now, this is the application. I will skip my application, but I will give you their co-funding one. So this is a letter given by them. So they said, okay, this is Sultan Qaboos. We are going to collaborate with these two particular staff members, and this is the amount that SQU allocated. So with this, QU will issue similar letter and send it to NPRP for the approval. So here I put here IIM may initiate a similar matching grant with QU. So these are the references, important one. I will share this PDF of these slides with Prof. Rana. She can circulate it with you. And these are some of the main references from QU, and this is QNRF, and also Q grant. There's also another slide here, which is a very, very useful one. We got it from the QNRF presenter themselves. So I will share it with you as well. So this is a short presentation from me. If you have any question, because it's not my intention to bombard you with a lot of information. Here, just give you the overview. You know that now we have NPRP and we have IRCC. So you can go and find more information from there. And this is my email, my contact numbers. Feel free to contact me. Anything that I can help while I'm in QU, I'll be more than happy to assist. Because now we have many staff, IIM staff abroad, but they still want to, contribute to IIM. I think many of the staff members. So with that, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, Prof. Hassan. We would like to invite questions from our researchers. I know there are many things that you would like to ask, so thank you so much for allowing us to.
Assalamualaikum.
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 I'm Muhammad Ramzi from KL. Should like to know because of can you a little bit more about paid environment research opportunities?
Research opportunities environment in Qatar.
Yeah, paid environment in the context of paid environment.
Built environment, okay. To be honest with you, I'm not in that field, so I did not really find much information because I'm still 10 months over there. I'm sharing my experience applying these two research grants. But in general, I would say the research grant opportunities there are excellent. So basically, Qatar is one of the rich country. So in terms of getting grant, not a problem. But it's just whether we want to initiate it or not. So build environment, Prof, I believe that opportunities are there, but I have a little information on which are the other field. But in general, I can see my colleagues, my friends just getting money like that. Now recently this year, two of my group mate, we have a research group, they got the research grant. One of the person got almost $500,000 US, and another person about 4,000 or 5,000 or so, similar. So research opportunities are there. You see, the fact that the international staff members are contacting us show that the money is there. We did not contact them. They contacted us, and they prepare proposal email to you. They say, okay, this is the one, can you be the DPI? So when we feel like, okay, I can contribute this, we will put our name. We just help them to apply. If we cannot contribute, I pass it to our colleagues. So opportunities are, amazing. And the facilities there, they're also good. And this, when I apply this Q and NRF grant, the collaborators have the travel grant also. So we made it such a way that my IIM collaborator can come to Qatar once, and then from UK come to Qatar, and we can visit annual meeting 1 year in Malaysia IIM, another 1 year in Qatar, third year in UK. So they have that much of money. Yeah. So opportunities are very good, Prof. No, it can be two. Can be two. There can be two. One from the energy, another one from the other camp. So, in fact, this is if you talk about build and environment. Maybe I can go here. Yeah, energy. And these are energy related. Yeah, it's environment related. Oh, this already gone to biomedical. They didn't explain much on the built environment here. I can share this also, Prof. This is given to us by the QNRF presenter themselves. So I can share this. You can see if later on. But in general, as I said, the money is there. The money is there. The code.
Thanks. I just got back from Qatar.
Okay, Prof.
So visited Katara University.
Okay.
I met this Dr. Osama. He's did PhD in accounting to cut the story short. We already have an MOU, but it's under IPH. And then since Nasri has visited, we are extending it to other kuliah, I suppose. No, not necessarily only one MOE can cover.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, we have MOE, maybe easier to apply grant to MOE.
Sure.
You think so?
Not necessarily like that, Prof. Yeah. In fact, when I first went there, I wanted to establish MOU. When I contacted, we have another alumni of ours, Dr. Ahmad. He did his PhD from IRK.
Yeah, I know him.
Okay, good. So he sent me the copy of our MOU long time back. Not the recent one, long time back, which covers the whole university area. And when I go to this, say, well, this is what I wanted to establish, but it is already there. So he sent me a copy. I can share the copy also. Of course, when I first went there, I wanted to do something, bring QU and IIM together. He said it is already there. It's just we are not moving forward. Yeah. So that MOU, what we can, how it can help in terms of IRCC, just now here, here. So this one, they have a special matching grant with the Sultan Qaboos. So we can have something like the special matching with IIUM as well as QU. Yeah, so matching grant. Or if we can extend it to have a special money, but it is always, they look at it from the win-win case. Yeah. And our MOU is different from the NPRP grants. NPRP is under Qatar Foundation. So all the universities in Qatar apply to it. They are the one giving the money. So whether we have a MOU or not is not going to happen.
So the matching grant, then both sides will have a win-win. The topic must be agreed, that kind of thing.
That's right. That's right. And the matching, as I explained just now, it can be in-kind matching also. That means the money can be from QU, IIM give in-kind in terms of the not necessarily cash. Here, is it, yeah, I think here, this part here. So the matching can be in terms of cash or in-kind. Let's say engineering staff example wants to work with a QU, and we have a facility here, very expensive facility that QU doesn't have. So you can quote that as the in-kind. So if you work for let's say 10 days, that's equivalent to $20,000 that can be used. Yeah. So at least that kind of matching, and this doesn't allow the transfer of money. NPRP is one of the best grants which allow transfer of money, and that is why many of the researchers around the world, they tend to contact the Qatar institution staff members to apply the grant. Can you imagine my colleague got the entire proposal from somebody else? Say, just apply for us. So like this. And the UK partner, we did not contact them, they contacted us. And it just happened that he was in my lab in the UK before. So we happened to know also before. And as I said earlier, QU has a soft touch towards IIUM. So if we can really move, we can really bring a lot of money down. Yes.
Got one question.
Yes, what?
When you and your team applied for the grant, the focus of the research would definitely be heavy on the Qatar side, which is coming from there.
Okay. It must benefit the Qatar. In fact, when they come out with these pillars, that pillars are aligned to benefit Qatar. But then the research can benefit anyone else as well. Like if you look at the 4 pillars, which is also interest outside Qatar. Like the environment is, interest outside Qatar. Maybe I should go to the pillar again. Like here, okay. ICT, artificial intelligence, is definitely interest of IIM as well. Right? So we found the common partners over there, but these pillars are done to benefit Qatar. Obviously, right? They are the Qatar Foundation giving the money. They won't be giving monies on something that the country is not going to benefit.
Very much.
But the research can be used anywhere else. The publication free to publish. Yes,
if we have the DPR is from Qatar, and the proposal, let's say, comes from us, the proposal comes from us, so will there be any dispute of work plan? Because they have pretty light, what number, 67%?
QU, this Qatar must be more than 50%. So usually we try to have a 51-49 or 55-45, something like that.
Correct. Yeah. But will there be any dispute in terms of the direction of the research?
Okay, I think that's a nice question. This must be agreed upon, Prof. See, just to share my proposal, when we prepared, it was ding dong many times. And the researcher from the UK said that, this part I have to in charge, they said. and then he say, I want this much of money. And then another guy say, I want this much of money. So eventually you have to sit up because all these applications are online. So if it's online, everybody can see. So once it's approved, and that amount must be distributed accordingly. So we cannot, at the preparation, we say something, at the end we implement something, that one cannot be done. Yeah, so that's why at the time of a preparation, there's a lot of a brainstorming section, negotiation section, and at the end, when everybody agrees, we just submit it.
Professor, I have a question. Is the director allowed to ask a question?
Oh yeah, of course. You have the first priority to ask.
Okay, just kidding.
That's fine.
If you can show the first or second slide, for example, where you have different types of grants, some are internal, just to refresh our memory. The national level grants, you said, the national grants for NPRP, and then the two, both of them can be applied for by outsiders.
No.
No, second.
This is basically only for the Qatar institution staff members to do research with the pre-selected organizations. Like we have one with the Turkey, so they have to work with them.
So this one is for people working in Qatar,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Institutions in Qatar, working with pre-selected
Organization.
organizations.
Yes. But Prof, if I can add, we can have collaborator from outside the country. That's fine. But in terms of money transfer, doesn't happen. So collaborators possible, and they can have, of course, publication can put their name. But money transfer does.
What do you mean? Will, for example, we have colleagues in engineering who was collaborator under the NPRP. Money will not come in, for example, not here, but will it be supported somehow?
Is it NPRP?
Yeah.
No, NPRP allows money to be transferred to IIUM. Yeah, exactly. That's why I only highlighted these two which involve money. Yeah, I mean others are just normal collaboration, and as we have stated here, this part, under NPRP, about 35% of the total budget can be transferred out of the country, which means I just give example here. If like myself, I've applied for more 595,000, which is about $210,000 out of the total can be transferred out of the country. So IIM will be getting something if we get, and then UK will be getting something. That's why this NPRP grant is one of the famous grants, and one of the very competitive grants as well, because it involves money.
Thanks. If you go back to that slightly, so NPRP would be something that our researchers can apply for.
Yes.
Okay, because there is going to be transfer of money into the institution,
Yes.
allowing them to do work with that money.
That's correct. Yeah, they can take postgraduate students. They can buy equipment. They can pay for themselves. Yeah, that's interesting, right? Yeah. Even we as a researcher there, if we get NPRP, we can allocate 2 months of our salary from them. Then we can take a 2 month salary from them.
That's an interesting thing for our researchers as well. And then TGRP, it's something we can apply for.
We can be the collaborator. I mean, you can apply.
Okay, so collaborator.
Collaborators, yes. Money doesn't come.
So, but being a collaborator would mean that you're working with them, but the outcome, such as output, such as publications, will be collaborative.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
But
So
there's no money for our researchers to
That's
actually
right.
carry it out. But they can work on it somehow and then leading to the output.
That's right. In fact, all these grants, we as the Qatar institution staff members, when they apply any one of these, they can take collaborators from anywhere around the world. They can take from IIM, from anywhere. But then in terms of money transfer, it doesn't happen. We can use their expertise, we can publish together.
Maybe this for our researchers, I think Dr. Zul is quite big on what for our researchers, there is such a thing called collaborative project between universities. In
Malaysia lah. So maknanya if you are a collaborator with them, maknanya in that collaborative project there is to be among four entities lah. So kalau we have from Qatar, one, and then if we can establish collaborations with universities as in that, then that would be this thing called collaboration with four entities for themselves. So collaboration is something that even the MOE is trying to actually foster.
Right.
And encourage, right?
Right.
Yeah, and this one, Katara University grant is actually a grant by the Katara University.
By the university, yes. This is only specifically for the QU, for the Katara University.
Oh, only Katara University?
Only Katara University, yes.
Kita tak boleh apply kan?
No, can be the collaborator. You cannot apply, but we can invite you to be the collaborator. Yeah, so there inside the grant, we will also have a work packages where we say, okay, collaborator from IIM will be working on this, and then from other places will be working on this exactly.
And money does flow?
Money doesn't flow. Yeah.
But you are a collaborator?
Yes.
And the IRCCB is a kind of a matching grant thing?
That's right. So that means you have to work on the same thing. Some money come from IIM, some money come from the other university. We used to have this matching grant before. Exactly. It's the same concept, but here the matching, as I mentioned, not necessarily in terms of cash. It can be in kind as well.
That's good, but because I just want to share with our researchers here, our whole country, right, and our university is in rather dire straits with regard to the financial aspect. So in the last few years, for example, RT has never or not received any money from finance, for example, fund any research activities. So what we do right now is to actually help researchers by using money from the RMC Trust Fund, right? Not from finance. That's why the amount that we can give, like a word, help our researchers is at a maximum of 150. So this is our, so the fact that this one allows for collaboration of kinds of things. So I think our researchers can propose how much our contribution will be if translated into monetary value.
That's right. It can be both 20,000 plus additional one. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So that the collaborator from QU can get similar amount. Thank you. Salam.
Thank you very much for the wonderful presentation. Actually, I want to ask you about three things. The first one is about the internal research. The one you said the money is not allowed to be transferred. Okay, if money is not allowed to be transferred, if, for example, we want to travel from here to Qatar, is it sponsored? For example, flight or hotel or whatever for that period. Is it covered? Then another thing is that the collaboration is usually difficult, especially for the young researchers. For example, they have just 3 months in UAE, and so to me, I think usually the collaboration is usually a problem when it comes to going to do research with other institutions. So how do you think it's going to be easier for us if, for example, we want to seek for collaboration? Or we contact you to look for somebody in our area so that we can do collaboration together? Then the third thing is that I'm from Halal Institute. So I want to know the seriousness of the country as far as the Halal is concerned, so that maybe we can try to know the area of areas where we can collaborate in terms of with respect to halal aspects. And then if there is from maybe science perspective as well as social science perspective, which area do you think much more area they are trying to focus on? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prof, for the question. I try to answer as much as possible. First one, I think probably you came late just now. I've explained that there's an amount for traveling. In fact, the grant that we applied, we can allow we have put allocation for the staff from IIM to come to Qatar, and then to go to UK as well. We also allocated that the annual meeting one time can happen in IIUM, next year will be in Qatar, the following year will be in UK, where this covers everything, transportation, accommodation, everything covered. So it can be used for the traveling. In fact, we try to maximize that quota, because we want to travel, you know. So to travel, to go and look at facilities over there as well. So traveling definitely allowed. It covers everything: transportation, accommodation, and lodging, everything. That's the first part. Now, second question you were asking about about collaboration. Yes, about collaboration, as I have put it here under what should you do. Now, it's recommended for you to apply and register yourself inside QGrant. So if you go to QGrant, so if you open a website, create a new account. This is like a migrant as well. So once you create an account, your name will appear to the same category research people. So that means I'm from engineering. If I put my keyword, let's say vibration, when I apply grant, there's a drop down button called collaborators. Then if you click that, it shows you everybody in this Q grant with the same area of interest. So that allows us to go and contact the people. So this allows them to contact you if your profile is there. Okay, this is the first one. Now, second one is, how are they going to contact you? How are you going to contact them? Is through the website. Just go to the QU website, go to individual department, find people of a similar interest. Or we can also do it from Scopus or ISI when you search for the researcher from the QU or certain field. You choose the field, you can specify institution. So select Katara University or HPKU, then you can see their papers. From there you can contact them as well. So these are the two ways. One, for them to contact you is through the Q grant. Another one, for you to contact them through the Scopus or through their website. And they are doing the job. Like when people contacted us, if the contact come from Iran, UK, Australia, they may contact us, because they know the money is there and they can get the money to their country. Right? So they start research initiation like this. That's a second question. Did I answer that correctly?
Actually, you answered, but just like if we try to find collaborators and we couldn't find, so can we contact you, for example, to try to help us to look for someone to
I'll do my best. I do my best. You can contact me, please. I will do my best to find suitable. If in engineering, I can just go knock their door. But if it's outside engineering, it's not that easy. But probably I can contact some other lecturers or other colleagues who can help you on this. Okay. And the third part is about the halal industry. I really have I don't have much idea on that. Similar to built environment just now, but in generally research opportunities there are good. So it's quite easy for you to get collaborators from them. Yeah, they will, of course, they will look at your profile, and somehow the H index plays a major role. So please make sure that our collaborators maintain a good H index. Despite of whether we are focusing on that or not, but the outside there, the rule of the game is H index. So if you want to play in their court, you got to follow their rules. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Iqbal from the department. I just want to ask about language use in research. Can you write in Arabic?
Can. English and Arabic.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, all the manuals you have English, Arabic. Yeah. Yes.
And second is, I just want to register.
But Prof, it depends on the field. Don't write engineering in Arabic. Yeah. So you got to fall in your category.
So in create a new account, should we select by lecture? I can choose participant. There are options in role.
Yep, you just have to fill everything.
The
There's
first one, role.
the role you are the participant. Yes, a participant, exactly. That's better. I have my collaborator here, Dr. Diana from Mechatronics. She can also help on this. She in fact prepared this and registered before becoming collaborator. But since KOE have a Ibadah camp right today, that's why some of them contacted me and said, "Oh, Dr. San, why don't we do it other day?" So no, this has been given by RMC. We got to stick, but maybe I can do it separately for KOE. Yes, Paul. Yes.
How is this 6 feet of experience? Is it the same as IELTS graduates or is it grant forget or is it the one?
200,000 per year. Do you think easy? It's not easy. Not easy. I think success rate probably 20% or 25%. Quite low because huge amount. But internal grant, okay. Internal grant like a QU grant, quite easy to get. And they also have a QU grant for the student, FYP project, master student. These are things quite easy to get. But NPRP are very competitive grant. But every year we must apply. I have colleagues apply continuously 3 years, he got on the 3rd year. And this grant basically once you are submitted, if let's say rejected, you can resubmit again, including with the revision from the reviewer's comment. That can be done. It's a competitive. That's why it's a huge amount. Once you get it, you become one of the important figure in the university. You know? Yeah. It's competitive, definitely. And I was told also we have a staff member from IIUM. When I met them early this year, when they visited QU, they said they tried to apply that 3 times for the Islamic financing with the collaboration with the QU staff. All 3 times got rejected. So yeah, probably Prof might know that. So it's not easy. The area must be niche area. Of course, the way you write proposal is also important, and they also look at who are your collaborators. They must carry heavy weight. And if there's a collaborator from the industry in QU, that will be stronger. Especially the government related, like a Qatar Rail, Qatar Gas, all these are the government ones. So if they come in, then the chances get better. And as usual, if Qatari apply this, better chance to get compared to Malaysian applying this. Yeah. I think it's anywhere also quite common. Yeah. Because now they have a policy called a Qatarization policy. So they want to bring in more Qataris to play the major role.
Any more questions? You can ask more than one question. Right? Any more?
I'm here, Prof. I'm visiting after 10 months. I can spend the whole day with you.
Okay. Okay. For now, perhaps there are no questions, but you have this email, you have this WhatsApp, so if questions come, we can always contact. I really thank Professor Hassan for the presentation and sharing this opportunities. We appreciate that, Prof. We hope that many of us will take this opportunity because it is something really worthwhile. We should not be daunted by the fact that they are competitive minds, but then it's advocacy. So inshallah, we hope that we will strive in that type of thing. Thank you so much.
Good job, take up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally come to the end of the talk on research collaboration opportunities between Qatar, Malaysia, and please give our speaker today a very round applause. Once again, I would like to thank you all for your presence. We hope that you have found this talk to be beneficial, and we look forward to your research proposal submissions. We wish you the very best of luck, and we shall end this program. Before we end this, I would like to invite Prof. Ratna to give a little token of appreciation to Professor Dr. Ahsan Ghani from Research Management Center. Yes. I would like to invite all the researchers for a short photo session with our speaker. Please welcome.
I have some fresh dates from Qatar. I like from the tree.
Yes.
So please start.
It's actually a good thing.
So the
apply di Katara Foundation kita macam kalau dia staff kan apply for the system so yang beliau atas dia sama dia semua partner atau di mana
I was